Canada is popping up right here in the heart of our region. Pop-Up Canada is a new initiative by the Canadian government that brings a temporary Canadian consulate to town for an entire week. Our neighbors to the north chose Pittsburgh to pilot the concept in the United States, and Pop-Up Canada opens for business Monday, April 7th. John Prato is Consul General of Canada, and he joins us via satellite from New York. And welcome. Good to talk with you.
Thank you, Bill, and it's a pleasure to be on your show.
Yeah, well, we're excited to having Canada show up in downtown Pittsburgh next week. What is Pop-Up Canada all about?
Well, first of all, we're excited to be in Pittsburgh. We've just opened up an office in Pittsburgh, and what we're doing now is we're bringing the consulate from New York right to Pittsburgh for the full week. In essence, we're bringing the full programming, and we're bringing Canada to Pittsburgh. And we've chosen Pittsburgh because we find Pittsburgh to be the most vibrant, dynamic city perhaps in America. And it's certainly the most impressive city I've seen in my territory. And I tell everyone that Pittsburgh has written the book on Renaissance for North American cities. So you've done something incredibly well.
And there already are quite a few connections, I believe, between our region and Canada, are there not?
It's impressive. First of all, the ties between our two countries are exceptionally strong, but particularly between the Commonwealth and Canada. For example, the trade between the Commonwealth, Pennsylvania, and Canada is over $23 billion. We are the biggest customers of products from Pennsylvania. We buy more from the Commonwealth than your next four countries combined. And when we look at it from both an energy and trade and security perspective, those three pillars, all of them touch on Pittsburgh. So when we are in Pittsburgh, we're going to be highlighting the energy. We're going to be highlighting innovation. And just on innovation, I'm so impressed with what Pittsburgh has done on the innovative front, whether it's clean tech, traditional energy, or some of the much more advanced manufacturing techniques that are coming from Pittsburgh. We all want to make sure that we strengthen those strong bonds that exist and create more opportunities. When I look at the opportunities, I keep thinking about that magic number. Trade between the Commonwealth and Canada is responsible for in excess of 315,000 jobs in the Commonwealth. We want to build on that. We want to create more jobs.
So what exactly happens at a Pop-Up Canada? As I understand it, you've actually got a storefront in downtown Pittsburgh where this is going to be happening in?
Absolutely. So we've got a storefront right downtown in front of the public library, and we've got programming during the whole week. Some of the programming will be business leaders meeting business leaders, but we're also making it for the families. We want people to understand the close ties between the Commonwealth and Canada. So on a business perspective, we're going to be looking at energy and innovative companies. On a family perspective, we want families to come down and see all the opportunities there are for travel in Canada. We're going to have a partnership with three provinces, the province of Ontario, Quebec, and Alberta. You'll have the opportunity to try culinary delights as well as Canadian wines. And also there's going to be a fishing simulator. What's it like to be fishing in Northern Ontario? We're going to have a simulator that will show what's it like to be walking on the outside of the CN Tower in Toronto. So we're trying to bring both family, business leaders, and elected officials to the pop-up to see how close the ties are that exist today, but also think of what we can do together to make them even stronger, both for the benefit of the Commonwealth and for Canada.
I'm sure if you look at tourism alone, Canada has to be a popular destination for folks from our region, and I assume it's the other way around. I always run into Canadians who are at least stopping over in Pittsburgh on their way to Florida or on their way to the Carolina beaches.
And there are people from Canada just coming to Pittsburgh because it's an exceptional city. You've created a very livable city, and I commend both the business leaders, community leaders, and your elected officials for coming together and creating an exciting, dynamic city.
So if people want to find out more about this, do they register to attend these sessions? Do they just show up on Smithfield Street in downtown Pittsburgh? How does it work?
So Bill, what they can do is we've got a website, www.canadapgh.com, as well as a Twitter account @CanadaPGH. Look at both those sites. We've got programming all 5 days of the week, and I'm going to share a little secret with you. We are going to make sure that the Stanley Cup comes to Pittsburgh this year because we're going to host the Stanley Cup on Monday at the Pop-Up Consulate. So we encourage families to come down, have a look at Lord Stanley's mug, the cup, and celebrate it and hope that perhaps Pittsburgh will bring it back this year again.
Well, you never know. Folks around here love to have an opportunity to touch the cup. There's no question, to get their picture taken with it. But we are hoping to bring it back here for real. But it's nice of you to help us out in the meantime.
So we'll be open for business on Monday morning. We'll have a kickoff, an opening kickoff. Absolutely. And I encourage people to look through that schedule, whether they're business leaders, elected officials, or people that want to learn more about this incredible relationship that we call the Canada-U.S. relationship, and particularly how it applies to the Commonwealth, because it's exceptionally strong.
Well, it's really exciting. Great to have you here. Looking forward to seeing you next week. John Prato, Consul General of Canada. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Next up, cash may be king, but how does a small business collect more of it? A few tips when our region's business returns. Stay with us.